Pantry. So today I have a special recipe I'm going to share with you. We're celebrating New Year's Eve tonight, and so I want to wish everybody a very happy and blessed New Year. We are so thankful for the year that we've had this past year, and just thanking in advance for the year we're going to have. So that being said, I'm doing a special video response recipe for my seafood lasagna. And this is for SmokyRibs1, and his channel. He's giving away a Weber, and he's doing kind of a potluck online where you can submit a recipe in the comment section for a throw into the hat, or you can get a couple throws into the hat by doing a video response. So here I am. This is my official video response. I hope I'm first. I will leave a link to SmokyRibs1's channel in the description box right next to my wild tree and my Facebook page. Go over and check those two places out if you have a Facebook page. I hope this brings you along, because this is going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to make this with fresh Dungeness crab and beautiful fresh prawns. All right, guys, come on, let's go make some lasagna. Okay, I am super excited that you decided to stay with me on this. What I have here, these are 16 20-count prawns. So, you know, about almost 3/4 of a pound or so, just to eyeball it. I'm going to do this on kind of a smaller scale. I'm going to do this in my glass baking dish. And I'm using no-cook lasagna noodles. I've got my marinara that I had for my chicken parm bites. This is delicious marinara. I'm going to have to do my marinara for you. I've got some shredded mozzarella, 1 egg, some ricotta cheese, some you probably weren't expecting kale, but I love kale, and wherever I can stick that in, I'm going to try to do it because it's a superfood. And then I have the proverbial yummy, delicious crab that I've got to deconstruct. But he's going to sit over here for a minute. So I'm going to take these shrimp. I don't want to put them in this raw, so I'm going to take them and put them on my grill pan over on the stove. And you don't have to have them 100% cooked, because I don't want them to end up rubbery in the dish, but I do want to start the cooking process. So we're going to start that while I get the rest of this together. And I am thinking what I'll do so they don't stick to the pan is I'm going to just put some natural flavored grapeseed oil, or actually this one's the natural butter flavor, grapeseed oil, down over that, so the seasonings will stick to this as well, and then just kind of, you know, move that around a little so we've got some oil on them. And I'll take you over and show you how I do that. Okay, so I have my grill pan on a medium-high setting. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite pans as well. All my cast iron is my favorite, but this will put a little bit of grill mark on here, and we can count these out. I'm not sure how many I thought, you know, that I got. And these are peeled and deveined. I took the tails off. We don't want the tails in there. That would just not be okay. And we're going to season these, because every layer you should be seasoning your food as you go to layer the flavor. And that oil is going to help the seasoning stick as well. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I want some pink salt down here. Some cracked black pepper. Yum. And some granulated garlic. I could use my homemade garlic powder, but this was right here handy. This is delicious as well. So see how they're already starting to turn pink. And that's really all I want. A little bit of pink on them. And turn them so maybe a minute on each side, really, with this hot pan. Simple as that. And then I'm going to let these cool down because I don't want to put them in my dish hot. But I'm going to let these cool down and I'll show you how I layer them in. Okay. Alright, so now that I've got my shrimp cooling off in the refrigerator, I'm going to start my the cheesy part of this. Okay, I want that. This is a 15-ounce thing of whole milk ricotta. You need whole milk, don't cheap out on it. And then about, I don't know, a quarter cup of chopped up fresh parsley. You want 1 fresh egg. Organic, preferably. Free range organic's the only way to go, if you can. And so then I'm going to take my, delicious, my fork and kind of start that mix going. But you also will need a fair amount of, and we're just going to do it by handfuls. We're going to say 1, 2 handfuls, probably a half cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Most of us keep that on hand, you know, and so you got easy access to it. I want some pepper down here because each layer has to have flavor. Okay, some pink salt, and then we can mix this up. Make sure you can still see everything I'm doing. Yeah. And it makes for a really pretty filling as well. Okay. Could you use cottage cheese here? Absolutely, you could. My husband prefers cottage cheese, but sometimes I just have to put my foot down and say, it needs the ricotta. And today's it. It needs ricotta. All right, so that's done. Everything is really done except for now that we need to take this crab apart. And I'm gonna do it on a mat. Kind of show you what I've got going on here. All right, so how I do it is, and it's not the best job in the world, and all I'm going to use is the lump meat out of here. I'll probably eat the leg meat as hors d'oeuvres. Or I might take some of the leg meat out, but we'll see. Lump meat's the best. Take all those legs off. Then you've got to take this body cavity is what has the lump crab meat in, and you're just going to pull, actually, and this is the part that creeps me out. You just pull that like that. You're going to go ahead and rinse all the icky stuff out, because there's some icky stuff. You rinse all that out. I'll bring you back when I've got that all cleaned and we're ready to start pulling that crab meat. Okay guys, it's finally time to assemble this. And I'm super excited. This is going to be really, really good. So what I want to do first, because the no-bake noodles, or even if you can use just regular lasagna noodles, and they cost less. I actually have tried it both ways, using no-bake, which I bought a bunch, and then I tried, well, why can't I just use my regular ones? And I actually like the regular ones better, but I'm going to get these used up because I have them. And this is going to be good. It took about 20 minutes to get this little bitty amount of crab meat off that crab. So you're paying for a lot of shell. That's why lump crab meat is so expensive. It's just really expensive to buy. What I want to do is I'm going to thin down my marinara. Even though this marinara is like to die for delicious, I've got to give some liquid to it because the pasta is going to absorb liquid, and I don't want this to be dried out or icky. So I'm gonna do to a thin sauce consistency, and I'm using chicken stock. I've got organic chicken stock. You could use, if you have fish stock. I thought about making fish stock because I'd have the shells from everything, but I think I need this video done today, and we probably want to eat dinner today. So, okay, so now I've got it to like a sauce consistency. It's not as thick as it was. I think that'll make me happy. So here's my bowl. Super easy to assemble. Or here's my bowl. Here's my baking dish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sauce down first. And I'm using a red sauce because that actually, it's not quite as fattening as the other white sauce can be. And what I like to do is take these noodles and break, you know, just pieces off to go around the edges, because I really like the pasta to be everywhere. And this pan gets whiter at the top, so anyway, there you go. So we got a layer of that. Now we need a layer of ricotta. Pasta ricotta. Gosh, is this gonna be good or what? And a nice healthy layer of that ricotta cheese. And I just push it down the best I can. This is not, you don't have to have perfection here, right? Or do we? Okay, and then I'm gonna layer my shrimp down, and I want a solid layer of shrimp. That's why I did as many as I did. I want a full layer of shrimp on here. This is so decadent to bite into this big piece of shrimp. It's just delicious. 13 shrimp, so, oh, okay. Doesn't that look good? Let's see what you see. Does that look delicious? Maybe I need to get you at a better angle. Yummy. Okay, now I'm going to add some beautiful, I'm going to add my kale next. Never mind. I was going to add some mozzarella, but I think I'm going to do my kale next. And it's pretty, it's green. It makes this dish healthier because the shrimp has to continue or finish cooking. The kale will cook and become delicious. There you go. And then we're going to add some mozzarella down over the top of that. If you didn't like kale before, you now do because of mozzarella. And don't be stingy. Give it a fair amount. Okay. Now we're gonna do another lasagna noodle there. I'm gonna fit that in there. And there's that. Now, another layer of this marinara. I just love this marinara. It's so good. And it has tons of uses, you know, for you to have it on your pantry shelf. Can't beat it. And really, if you think about it, a quart of marinara, when you make, like I made the chicken parmesan bites, I'm making this, that's making a lot. That's actually doing quite a bit. Okay, now I want my layer of crab meat. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do some more kale. You can layer it any way you want. I'm kind of changing my game up as I go, just because I want to. It looks all festive too. It's gonna be really good. And then on top of that, we're gonna have another layer of mozzarella, or ricotta, sorry. Ricotta mixture with the egg and all that. And you could do without a layer of that if you wanted to, but we're going all out for this contest giveaway. I hope you guys go over and subscribe to Russ's channel. He's an amazing cook, very inspirational. He inspires me to step outside the box every day. When I watch something of his, I'm like, dang, I gotta be better than that. But actually, I really enjoy watching his channel. Okay, so there's the ricotta. Now we're gonna put our crab on top. So that whole Dungeness crab basically is going on top of this. Hopefully this holds everything. And some more marinara. And then we're going to top it with some mozzarella. You want to cover this to begin with. You want to put it in a 350-degree oven. Like most any other casserole, you're going to go ahead and put it in a 350-degree oven, and then it's going to bake. Those noodles need to bake, and it's going to bake off. I'm going to, at the last 15 minutes or so, when you see it kind of bubbling and really ooey and gooey, go ahead and put your last bit of mozzarella on top, and then it can bake off. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so I hope that this is in focus and you guys can see what I'm doing. This is, it smells amazing right now in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this down and actually just balance it right there on that door. I wanna make sure that it's not gonna fall off. That would really not be okay. And I covered this with foil and parchment, just like I usually do. I don't really like contact with foil, especially with an acidic food, because it breaks that foil down. I don't know, there's something wrong with it. So we're gonna put our mozzarella on the top to finish this off, and it smells incredible in here. So I really hope you try this recipe. I really hope you go over and subscribe and start watching SmokyRibs1, because he's just an amazing cook, very inspirational. We love this, and we love watching his channel. So that's going back into that oven now, just for a few minutes. Doesn't have to be for a long time. Just till that cheese gets melty and good. I'm not sure why that's not working. And there we go. We'll close that back up and bring you back when it's all melted and delicious. Okay, guys, so I can't take it anymore. I have got French bread. I have lasagna, and we're ready to eat. It is time, and it smells amazing in here. So I want to make sure that you guys know you gotta wait till that lasagna sets. You really have to let it cool down a bit. You don't want it blazing hot right out of the oven. It's been sitting here resting for a little bit. I'm gonna grab a couple tools that might help me, because the first piece you take out of a pie or a lasagna or a casserole is usually the one that you're sacrificing. So I'm gonna sacrifice my piece, and I cannot wait. As soon as you smell this, This was actually in the oven for, wow, I want to say an hour, but I couldn't be positive. It could be 40 minutes, it could be an hour. Okay, and I think this is gonna make 6 healthy, fattening servings of lasagna, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna take this, oh, doesn't that look good? Let's get, well, we're gonna need a fork because I'm gonna need to taste it. So, I wanna make sure you can see what I see. Yep. Oh, delicious. And I probably came in a little bit too soon for this, but it's all good. We're gonna enjoy it anyway. And you can add some extra Parmesan on there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You have that kale. Let's zoom into that plate and see what we have, because it smells amazing. We got crab and shrimp and marinara. Okay, so let's go in here and take a bite. And you're gonna run into some resistance when you hit that shrimp because they're big. 16-20. Oh, nobody's agreeing with me. Okay. We got the shrimp, we have some of the ricotta, we have sauce. Let's take a bite and see what we have. Absolutely amazing. This is so good. I'm never disappointed. Sometimes I replace the kale with spinach. Sometimes I leave it out completely, but this is so good. And that shrimp is not rubbery at all. It's succulent and delicious. Let's taste some of the topping. So good. Wow. Okay, so now I can't wait to finish dinner. Guys, I hope this inspires you to step outside the box, maybe try something new. Try a seafood lasagna. Try, wowing your friends with something different, or your family. And as always, I hope that you support each other on YouTube, and you always give somebody a thumbs up and an encouraging remark, because they worked hard at making these videos, just like my friend over at SmokyRibs1. I hope this is a good video for you, and I hope that all my subscribers go over and punch that subscribe button and the big like button too. Okay guys, I'll see you next time. God bless.